There is different kind of love, but the love I'm about to talk today is called the love of God and the love from God. In the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, the Bible says that if we speak in tongues of men and of angels, and I have no love in me, I become a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. What God is showing us is that love should be the motivation of everything we do. We can do so many things without love, but nothing that we do is acceptable before God if it's not motivated, if it's not governed by the love of God in our heart. So can you imagine that you preach the gospel, you pray in tongues, you do all those things, and the Bible says if there is no love, everything you will have done is nothing. How do I know I love? Number one, love is patient and kind. You can't say you love somebody if you're not patient with the person. You can't say you love God if you are not patient, if you cannot wait patiently upon the Lord. You make a prayer and you can't wait upon the Lord. How do I know I love? I am patient. I am kind. Love is not jealous. If there is jealousy in your heart for someone, you can't claim you love. Actually, jealousy is the antinomy, is the opposite of love. If there is jealousy in your heart for someone, you don't love the person. If the love of God is in your heart, you cannot be jealous of anyone. When you find jealousy in your heart, what you need to pray is not against jealousy. You should pray, God, I need more of your love. One of the things that we should pray more about is love of God, because most of the things that God requires of us is naturally flows out of the love of God. If you truly love someone, you don't hurt the person. If you truly love someone, you fulfill naturally the love of God. This is so important to check our heart most of the time. When we communicate about people, are we talking from love? Love does not demand his own way. When we deal with people, it could be in a marriage, it could be in a job, and so on, we are constantly looking for our ways. I want it to be done my way. This is what I want. This is what I desire. The me and the me and the me and the me. But love doesn't speak like that. Love doesn't look at your own interest, but it first looked at the interest of the other one, of the loved one. So many are captured in their life by the love of self, by pride. They look for their own ways, but they don't look at the interest of the other one. So how do I know I love someone? Is when I'm not looking at my own interests, but I'm looking at his interests, at her interests. What would be good for others? Now, I'm not saying that we should not look for our own, because we should love ourselves too. But the reality is, when you are governed by love, you naturally look for the interest of the other one. You want the person to be happy. You want to bless someone else. True love has the ability to self-control in such a way that you don't irritate easily. Love does not keep the record of being wrong. It is known today in the world when someone do you wrong. No, I will forgive, but I will not forget. That is the normal culture where we are today. No, we don't forget. We have people loaded and going on in life. Oh, she did it to me. Oh, he did it to me. And you keep the wrongs and you keep the wrong. And this is the poison that you leave in your heart. And this is destroying your happiness, destroying your joy, destroying the life that you have, because you're keeping the wrong. Love does not keep records of being wrong. The kind of love we see there is the kind that never fails. One day I came before God and I was trying to pray, and God said, don't ever pray for someone you don't love. If you pray for someone you don't love, it doesn't come to me, it goes to the devil. If you pray for someone you don't love, according to what we saw, love is patient, kind, he's not jealous, he's not boastful, he doesn't demand his way, he's not irritable, he keeps no record of wrong. If you are not governed by love, don't pray for a person. Any prayer that is not encapsulated in love, in other words, that is not generated from love, does not go to God. If you hate someone and you pray for that hatred automatically direct the prayer to the devil. That's why the Bible said he who hates his brother is a murderer. Because how the devil gets power to hate is from the hatred. When the hatred comes out of your heart, whatsoever prayer you make from hatred, it is encapsulated in such a way that it goes to the darkness, it goes to the devil. For the prayer to go to God, it must be wrapped in love, and now it goes naturally to God. And God told me at that time, he said, don't ever pray for someone you don't love. And most prayer that we should do today, we should pray that God will give us the grace to love. You know, you come and say, oh, I'm praying for my husband, I pray for my wife. How much do you love him? How much do you love her? According to this, how much are you patient? How much are you kind? How much are you not jealous? How much you don't boast? How much do you endure? How much do you forgive? How much are you not irritated? How much you not keeping wrong? That is the definition of love. It's not how much you feel good about something. No. You see, love is defined in the world, in the culture today, as a feeling generated in us by someone. That is not love. Before you pray for your mother, before you pray for your son, before you pray for your daughter, before you pray for your husband, before you pray for your wife, before you pray for the nation, make sure that you have enough love. Love, it is an emotion that qualifies a prayer to go to heaven, to go to God. If you hate your brother, the Bible says you are a murderer. Simply means that when you are praying with hatred, that prayer goes to the devil and give the legal ground of the enemy to kill the person you don't love, you have hatred for.